The NCAA tournament is set. Louisville, North Carolina, UConn, and Pitt all received #1 seeds. UCLA and USC also made the field of 64. UCLA received a 6 seed in the East region, and USC received a 10 seed in the Midwest region. The women's NCAA basketball tournament is underway. The Lady Huskies of UConn are heavily favored to win the big dance, but Oklahoma, Maryland, and Duke also hold #1 seeds. In related news, Oklahoma center Courtney Paris says if the Sooners do not win the national title, she will pay back her scholarship money, which is valued at nearly $64,000. The local NBA teams were both in action last Sunday. The Lakers led it by as many as 15, but the Mavericks fought back. Pau Gasol had 16 first-quarter points. The Lakers here worked the ball around to Lamar Odom, and he looks inside to Gasol for the easy bucket. Later, Jason Terry cut the lead to 7 with this steal and buzzer-beating three-pointer to close out the third quarter. Terry finished with a game-high 29 points. The Mavs took the lead as Dirk Nowitzki finds James Singleton for the hoop and the harm. Later on, taking it to the fourth quarter here down the stretch, Trevor Ariza had a career-high 26 points, including this off-balance runner through 2 Maverick defenders. And then, well, you know, Kobe was just being Kobe. He hits this 3 from way downtown, putting the game out of reach. He finished with 28 points, and the Lakers complete the season sweep over the Mavericks. The Staples Center crew then had to quickly change the floor as the Clippers hosted the Nets later that night. Straight to the third quarter we go as Baron Davis goes like Pistol Pete with a sweet wraparound dish to Al Thornton for the layup. Davis then slashes to the hoop, giving the Clips a 2-point edge late in the fourth quarter. Vince Carter on the other end, doing his best Michael Jordan impression, hits the tough turnaround jumper in the lane to tie it. Then Carter again with the game tied, spreads the floor, pulls up for the three-pointer, nothing but the bottom of the net. Carter finished with a career-high 41. Final possession now, Eric Gordon drives, kicks to Davis, over to the corner to Steve Novak for the potential game winner, jubilation. Steve Novak equals clutch. He finished with a Clipper-high 21 points, including that game winner. The United States avoided elimination in the World Baseball Classic last week, defeating the Netherlands by the final of 9-3. Phillies shortstop Jimmy Rollins drove in 4 runs with a home run, triple, and sac fly. Japan shut out Cuba 6-0 behind a dominating performance from Daisuke Matsuzaka. He pitched 6 scoreless innings and had 8 strikeouts with 0 walks. The finals of the World Baseball Classic can be caught on ESPN tonight. The CSUN men's baseball team played the San Jose State Spartans last weekend. The Matadors were able to win the Game 1 of the series 4-3. The Spartans, however, took Game 2 and 3 of the series. Matador third baseman Ryan Pineda continued his torrid hitting pace as he registered a hit for his 16th straight game, trying to be like Joe DiMaggio, I guess. The Matadors are now 6-10 on the season. The CSUN softball team won in San Diego Classic 2 championship last weekend. This was the Matadors' 3rd consecutive tournament victory. The Matadors finished with a perfect 5-0 record on the weekend. They defeated the San Diego State Aztecs 3-2 in the tournament finale. The Matadors will travel to Bakersfield for their next series. The Matadors now have an 18-9 record. That's it for sports. Back to you, Robin.
Federal prosecutors will try to recover more than $100 million from Bernard Madoff's assets. Madoff pled guilty earlier this month to the biggest fraud in corporate history. Madoff's homes in Manhattan, Montauk, New York, Palm Beach, Florida, and France are listed in the prosecutor's notice. The government also seeks bank and security funds that are in accounts held by Madoff's wife, Ruth. Coming up next, the latest news in health and entertainment.
And a club that bowls outside with no pins.
A government study says teens are using and initially trying inhalants such as glue, lighter fluid, and spray paint less. The lower numbers are attributed to educating teens about the dangers of inhaling toxins and informing parents to discuss the issue with their children. Despite the decrease in use and initial trying, the rate of teens that abuse inhalants has remained stable from 2002 to 2007. Attention was brought to the subject after a 19-year-old girl who inhaled refrigerant from an air conditioner died.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says a passenger aboard a flight from Germany to Detroit has been diagnosed with tuberculosis. The CDC says they are trying to contact 17 passengers who sat next to the infected person on the flight to test them for TB as a cautionary measure. The sick passenger is being kept in isolation. Further details on the passenger's health are not being released.
Now a look into the entertainment world with Geeta Kumar.
Here's the scoop.
Controversial radio jock Don Imus announced today on his WABC AM program that he has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Imus says he has a stage 2 form of the disease, meaning that it has not spread to other organs. In true Imus fashion, the 68-year-old says he has confidence in his doctors and will be fine, and if he isn't fine, then he won't be. Anna Nicole Smith, psychiatrist, has surrendered to authorities on charges involving the death of the former model in 2007. Authorities accuse the psychiatrist of prescribing excessive amounts of prescription drugs to Smith, which they say led to her overdose. Bail has been set at $20,000. The psychiatrist claims she was only protecting Smith's privacy by prescribing the drugs. Lindsay Lohan stayed in the Beverly Hills home of girlfriend Samantha Ronson last week and failed to show up for her DUI trial. A $50,000 warrant for her arrest on DUI charges was issued earlier this month. Her lawyer said the warrant was a misunderstanding. Lohan continues to stay on probation, but says the paparazzi are the reason she didn't attend the hearing last week. The latest auditions for America's Next Top Model have left 6 people injured and 3 under arrest. Thousands of models waiting in line outside a Manhattan hotel started a stampede, leaving clothes and shoes behind, trying to escape the chaos. The official cause of the panic has not been determined, but officials say there are rumors involving a handbag thief and someone yelling there was a bomb in the facility. Creator and executive producer of the show, Tyra Banks, says she was shocked by the incident. The New York Fire Department reports 6 were injured, but only 2 were actually taken to the hospital. Saturday Night Live star Andy Samberg will host this year's MTV Movie Awards. It will be Samberg's first time hosting the event. Samberg wrote for the show before landing his gig on SNL. The awards show will air live on May 31st. New Line now has the rights to the 1985 hit MacGyver. They hope it will turn into a blockbuster franchise, but there's no confirmation if the original MacGyver, Richard Dean Anderson, will be in the movie. The film will focus on MacGyver's homemade solutions to prevent evil plots, just like the television series. However, the film is still in the drawing board stages and has yet to find a writer. That's it for entertainment. Back to you, Tiffany.
Thanks, Geeta. If you're looking for a new sport to take up, look no further than Santa Monica. Valley View's Sunny Reichert was on location to learn for herself about lawn bowling.
The Santa Monica Lawn Bowling Club has been a part of Santa Monica's history since 1948. Located at Douglas Park, the club has grown to over 100 members. While most of the club's members are retired, anyone enthusiastic about lawn bowling can join.
If you're willing to come out and try, they have open bowling Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon.
Marty Bierman and Stuart Bell, 2 of the club's members, explain what brings them out to play.
I like the competitiveness. I love the people. You know, it's just a fun game. Very simple and just.
Yeah, it's competitive. It is. It's
and competitive. Yeah,
it looks
absolutely.
easier than it is.
Much like bocce ball, lawn bowling is a leisure sport played as a team. The main objective is to get the team's bowls closest to the jack. The team with the closest bowl at the end of each round scores 1 point. A winner is established after 14 rounds, called ends.
There's a rule book, but it's more about etiquette. It's about respecting people, really.
Sportsmanship, things like that.
In Santa Monica, for Valley View News, I'm Sunny Reichert.
Thank you for watching Valley View News. I'm Robin Reese.
I'm Tiffany Lane.
I'm Geeta Kumar.
And I'm Spencer Lazara. Good night.